Things are already off to a terrible, terrible start for Tim Walz, who is Kamala Harris's vice presidential pick, and now he just got caught, and he was trying to delete the evidence of him getting caught, and this whole thing is getting insane. He is panicking and literally running away from reporters, as you can see in this video here, when they start to press him on the insane controversy and chaos that is now sprung around him because of what just happened literally on the first day of him being the vice presidential pick. This whole thing is absolutely insane. By the way, Tim Walz would be absolutely terrible news for our country, okay? He is the most socialist, one of the most far left people that are in government right now, especially when it comes to governors that are around the country. He is absolutely terrible, okay? If you actually look at his policies, because of course the left is trying to paint him as some sort of moderate, and nothing could be further from the truth, okay? He wants to take your guns. He has continued to push for more abortion stuff. He continues to push for more trans agenda stuff. He is absolutely terrible, and he has even basically bragged that he is a socialist. He is even more far left than Bernie Sanders. So that is pretty insane. So this whole thing is absolutely crazy, okay? We're going to jump into all of the insanity of what is happening here today. So it all kind of started with this clip of JD Vance accusing Tim Walz of stolen valor, which is true, by the way, okay? It is 100% true.
Well, I wonder, Tim Walz, when were you ever in war? When was this, what was this weapon that you carried into war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone? What bothers me about Tim Walz is the stolen valor garbage. Do not pretend to be something that you're not. I'd be ashamed if I was him and I lied about my military service like he did.
And he is 100% correct about that. We also have the man who took Tim Walz's place in combat during deploying to Iraq after he suddenly betrayed his fellow guardsmen to run for Congress. And this is what he had to say about Tim Walz.
He abandoned us, you know. I mean, what the hell kind of leader does that? I mean, he just, as soon as the shots were fired in Iraq, he turned and ran the other way and hung his hat up and quit.
We have Benny Johnson here. Love Benny Johnson. He is absolutely fantastic, by the way. Huge shout out to Benny Johnson. But this is what he just caught Tim Walz doing, okay? This is absolutely insane. Bloomberg caught covering up Tim Walz's stolen valor. Walz ran for office on the lie that he's a combat veteran who served in Iraq. In fact, he deserted his fellow guardsmen. All right, so Bloomberg just stealth edited their puff piece revealing Walz actually was in Italy. So as you can see, here's the article here coming from Bloomberg. By the way, this is insane. The level that the mainstream media will go to protect and cover up and lie on the behalf of Kamala Harris and now Tim Walz is absolutely insane. They are not your friends. The mainstream media is your enemy. Never forget that. At the time, the Iraq war was ongoing and going badly, and he stood out as Command Sergeant Major Walz, a 24-year veteran of the Army National Guard and recently returned from serving in Iraq. As part of Operation Enduring Freedom, he's retired to teach high school and coach football. Recently returned from serving in Italy. So they literally had to try to cover all of this up, but they got caught red-handed. Here's the Bloomberg article that now eternalizes proof of Tim Walz's stolen valor. Okay? This guy is no hero. And the media is trying to paint him as such, and nothing could be further from the truth. Trump is loving this, okay? So he was on a phone call talking about Tim Walz with Fox, so this is what he had to say about that.
He's a very liberal man, and he's a shocking pick, and I'm thrilled. I could not be more thrilled.
Yeah, I mean, when they selected him, it's really a gift for you because this election is all about the issues, and all of y'all have records. You've been the president. We know where the economy stood. We know what your record is. We know what Kamala Harris's record is, and we know what his record is, and they are extremely progressive.
We also have this clip of reporters pressing him on this. Reporter, what's your response to the stolen valor allegations?
Fans accuse you of stolen valor. Your response. Governor! Governor! Fans accuse you of stolen valor! Your response!
Do you see how fast he's booking it there at the end? And literally, like, during the last, like, second, you can see that he's literally, like, sprinting. Like, he starts to sprint, bro. He wanted to get out of there so fast. It is pathetic that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are running their entire campaign on them running and hiding from any sort of serious question that comes their way. It should be an insult to every American out there. They're not being held accountable, and there's a reason why they are not willing to be held accountable, and it is not a good reason. Do you really think that they care so much about honesty and integrity when they are trying to avoid any sort of honest question whatsoever? Let me know what you think about all of this insanity in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.